What's up everybody, Colin here with Techout, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nothing Phone 3. I know this is a little bit late in terms of when the Nothing Phone came out. It's been out for about, I think, 9-10 months now. The Nothing Phone 4A and 4A Pro actually just released, but I actually like this design a little bit better, and this is still their top tier flagship, whereas the 4A is more of a mid-range budget phone. And this one was on sale, so it was only a couple $100 more than the 4A. It has a little bit more processing power. This is the 16 gigabyte 512 gigabyte storage option with 16 gigabytes of memory. And I just like the way the back of this one looks more than the 4A. The 4A kind of just looks like an iPhone with a little Glyph interface on it. That is my favorite feature right there. You can see it's got this little touch sensitive area right here, that little gray circle. You can tap there and you can switch it between different modes. I only have 2 things on there right now, just the time and the battery, but you can add more to it. I'll actually show you that in here real quick in the settings, in the Glyph interface right there, under the Glyph toys. You go there and you hop in here to the settings. Oops, not that one. There we go. Hop in there to all the different ones. Some of these are third party. Some of them you have to download additional apps and pay for them. And some of them come on the phone right away, like the bottle, the stopwatch, the Glyph mirror, solar path, all that kind of stuff. And then there's different ones that you can set in the settings here under the always on Glyph toy. As you can see, I just have mine set to the clock. So the clock just stays up there, right there on the top, which is pretty cool. It'll dim down when it's on the always on, but you can change it to the battery or like the solar path. I have it on disabled, so it didn't do anything there, but you can do that. And then once you put the phone to sleep and put it face down, the always on will come back on. So if you have your phone facing down like that, you can still get the time or your battery, stuff like that. It'll also light up for different notifications and stuff like that. And you can customize all that here in the Glyph interface. There's a bunch of different stuff you can do. It'll also do the volume indicator. So when you turn your volume up, you can see it'll expand for different volume levels there, and then you can turn it back down. There's this handy button here on the side. I have mine set so you have to push it once to wake it up, and then you can push it again to take a screenshot, or you can hold it to record like a voice memo kind of thing, which is pretty nifty, pretty handy. So it's got its own little dedicated button for that. And just so you don't get it mixed up with the power button, it is rounded in a kind of a different, smoother texture than the regular power button, so you don't have to worry about accidentally pressing that. And like I said, the first time you press it, you can enable that so it doesn't do anything. So if you mispress, you're not always taking screenshots or activating it, which is pretty handy. Really like the Nothing interface here for their home screen with the icons. You can make it just look like stock Android, or you can do the Nothing design with the the text and all that kind of stuff. I just set this up a couple hours ago, so I'm still getting everything set up and widgets and that kind of stuff. But they've got some cool different stuff you can do in here. It came with Nothing OS 3, and I had to update it through like 3.5, 4, and now we're on 4.1, which is on Android 16. So I'm still, like I said, getting everything set up. But you can enable a bunch of different stuff. I think you can actually, can you make that widget bigger? Nope, you can't make that one bigger, but there's another one you can add if you want the bigger widget like this. You can do that. I'm actually probably going to use that one and resize it, and I believe you can probably, oh no, you can't make that one clear, so maybe I'll use that other one that I had before. But still, like I said, playing around with it, but I really do like this. As you can see now, we got the clock on there. It is on there all the time now, so I believe you can change that. It seems to be kind of cumbersome to get that to change back and forth between whether you want it always on or whether you just want it on when you have it face down. But as you can see, it does seem to just like, nope, not turned off. Okay, so maybe it was because the phone was on, but now it's off, so I don't know. It does time out after like 15 seconds. You can set that in the settings, so it might come back on here in a second. I might have hit that, so that's just the regular one. Battery off, And like I said, you can do that. And then when, when you have it upside down, face down, it'll time out after 15 seconds or whatever time you set it to. You can go all the way up to 10 minutes, and then it will dim down and it'll just be always on. When you have the phone plugged in and charging, you can actually have it set so when you wiggle the phone side to side, it will show you the battery percentage and stuff like that if you don't have that one set all the time. So that's pretty cool. And then in the box here, I didn't do an unboxing video just because it's been out for a few months. Got the little wrapper the phone came in. They do include a little plastic kind of TPU flexible case here, which is pretty nice. You can see it's got a little cutout for your Glyph interface control right there. Nothing has some pretty cool cables with the little clear ends on them. And then if you do still use a physical SIM, this phone does support physical SIM and eSIM. You get a neat little SIM eject tool right there, but I am using an eSIM, so we don't need all that. I will, however, take this case out. I do like when OEMs like this include cases because, you know, phones like this, the cases aren't readily available, you know, in store. I actually picked this phone up at Best Buy. They are carrying nothing phone now. I believe, you know, with OnePlus kind of up in the air, that's why I didn't get another OnePlus. But I believe with OnePlus kind of up in the air, I've heard on Reddit that OnePlus is being removed from Best Buy stores. And nothing phones are seeming to replace them because they are not one that I saw in Best Buy before, but I was able to just go pick up this at my local Best Buy. You know, I ordered it. It was ready for pickup within an hour. So that's pretty cool. But nice little case here until you can get something else. Like I said, since it, you know, you probably have to order one, but you still have access to your little control right there. You can see everything. I'll have to take this back off and clean it out, but you can see everything, and it just gives you a little bit of protection. It does come with a pre-installed screen protector as well, which is a very nice touch to see. So I'll have some more videos on this phone. I just switched my SIM over about 30 minutes ago, so I'm going to daily drive this for about a week. And then I'll come back probably next weekend with kind of a long-term review, show you guys how I have it set up and what I think of it. So I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.